Hello everybody, my name is David Lohman and I am a Toastmaster. Sounds like an AA meeting, doesn't it? Right off the bat, you know you're hooked. Something's going to happen here. It's not an AA meeting, it's going to be fun. The thing is, I am so proud to say that I am a Toastmaster. And it didn't always start out that way. When I first joined Toastmaster, it's like, oh my God, I'm a Toastmaster. Because I was scared to go to those meetings. Do you guys remember those days, being scared to go to Toastmasters meetings? It's kind of unnerving the first time you go in there and you see all these people that are speaking, and already just with the introductions, you're thinking, this is a bunch of pros here. And you're thinking, why in the world would I want to do that? But after you start listening to it a little bit, you start watching the people, and you start realizing that, hey, there's a system here. There's something going on that Toastmasters has taught these people. Instead of saying, why would I want to do that, you're going to say, yeah, that's what I want to do. And then I'm going to show you tonight why you're going to want to do that if you haven't done it before. I want to give you information for all the veterans, something that you're going to go home and take home tonight that you can grow with, that you can use today and start improving your life even more, even if you've been in Toastmasters for 29 years. Now, in my introduction, I confessed that I've been a Toastmaster for 29 years. The truth is, I've been a Toastmaster for 30 years. But that makes me sound old. So I put in there, and I said, for 29 years, so you guys think I'm young. But I remember my very first Toastmasters meeting ever. I was just trying to grow my business. It was a new business. It was another club in town. I didn't know what Toastmasters did. I didn't know what they ate. I didn't even know if you guys slept 8 hours a night or not. So I went to a meeting, and I watched all this stuff happen like we just described, and truly, I said to myself, why in the world would I want to do that? But I paid attention, because they had my attention. Because Toastmasters teaches you how to keep people's attention. And when that happens, you start to realize, these people have something. And I wanted some of that. So instead of that first thought, I did walk out. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So believe it or not, I joined. And I went in there, and I remember when I first joined, you have to start doing these things called speeches. And I thought to myself, I hate doing speeches. I did speeches in college. Never liked it. Didn't like it at all. I would get up there, I would perspire, I would turn red, I would have hot flashes. No, I didn't have hot flashes. I got hot. I stayed that way. The whole speech. It was hard. It was tough. And then in Toastmasters, they do this thing with this nurturing environment where they have you come in and you start making a few mistakes and they help you through it. It's not a big deal. Nurturing environment. Now that's a phrase right there. You ever have these words that you fumble over? When I first started talking about nurturing environment, I couldn't say it. I wanted to say nourishing environment. That's what they're going to feed me something. So I had to learn to make sure it was nurturing environment. So I got up there and I started giving these speeches just like you did, just like you're doing, and just like you visitors will do. And they'll teach you how to do that. And when you get up there, you're starting to think, okay, it's about me, and they're looking at me, and I'm nervous, and everybody's looking at me, and you're scared witless. And it's difficult. But then once you practice, and once you get your first evaluation, and you say, hey, that wasn't so bad, you come up the next time, you're still scared, but not quite as much, and pretty soon, it's not about you anymore. Pretty soon, there comes a point in time where you start learning that when you're giving that speech, if you believe in what you're talking about, whatever you believe in your topic, that topic comes from your heart, comes through your brain, and it comes out your mouth, and the people will always internalize what you have to say. And this is the method that you use in self-development that Toastmasters teaches so well. Believe in your message. And you use that in the rest of your life too. If you believe in your activities, if you believe in your job, if you believe in your relationships, and you believe it with your heart, everything that you do with those relationships and everything that you do with all those speeches will come from your heart, through your brain, out your mouth, and the people will internalize it. And they will love you for it. You just have to believe in what you're doing. And now it's not about you. It's about your message. Which, by the way, is the number one thing that you have to learn to overcome the fear of public speaking. It's not about you. So even though everybody's looking at you, they should be listening to your message. And if you believe in your message and you deliver it that way, you're going to internalize it because it came from where? From the heart, through the brain, out your mouth, into their hearts. So that's what I learned. The first thing I learned. That was so important. And then they came up with this thing called table topics. And I go, wait, what? You want me to do what? And when I started doing table topics, tell me if this sounds like you. Do you remember the first time you had to do table topics? Did you start mastering the art of being little? You wanted to go like this to where they wouldn't see you. You got lower in your chair, you hid behind the table. But you know what, all these Toastmasters, these are mean guys, these are mean gals. They want to pick on the little person. And they say, oh, you're scared. Come on up, Greg, it's your turn. And they're going to pick on you, and you're going to get out there. And it's hard. It was so hard. I think the whole group turned red because I was turning red. Did you remember that feeling? And then I said, okay, I want to master this. So here's what I did. I started practicing. I'd hear something on the radio in the car, and I said, make a question out of it. I would talk for 2 minutes on whatever they said on the radio. And I started doing that, and pretty soon table topics became fun. And so instead of saying, you want me to do what? I said, yeah, I want to do that. And then I finally got to where I got a little bit better at table topics, and I go, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to do table topics. And you know, table topics, in case you haven't seen that yet, if you're a visitor here tonight, that's where somebody stands up here in the front of the room, and they ask you a question, and you don't even know they're going to call on you yet, and they call your name, and you have to stand up and talk for 1 to 2 minutes on that topic. You're on the hot seat. Table topics has changed more lives in Toastmasters than anything else in the whole wide world. It is an amazing thing, and the first time it is scary, but when you get to where you start to master it, every time it comes time for table topics, you're going to say, yep, that's what I want to do. I want to do the table topics. And you get out there, and now all of a sudden, it's all about the message again. And through table topics, you learn how to think on your feet and quickly develop your message in 1 to 2 minutes. Even in table topics, believe in your answer. If you believe in your answer, it's going to come from your heart, through your brain, out your mouth, into their hearts. They will internalize it, and they'll love you for it. It's about communication, because communication is the most important skill that we have. And I'm going to give you a lesson right now that I learned from Toastmasters a long time ago, and this is one of the most important messages that you're going to learn as far as your giving speeches is concerned. It doesn't matter what you say. Oh, wow. I just said it doesn't matter what you say, and I'm talking about giving speeches, right? It doesn't matter what you say. What matters is what they hear. You have to develop a sensitivity to your audience to make sure that they're hearing what your message is. Because I can say all night long what I want to say, but if you're not hearing the message from my heart, from my brain, out my mouth, into your heart, it doesn't matter. But if I can see that you're getting that and you're hearing the message into your heart, then the speaker's doing a good job. That is so, so important, and you learn that with Toastmasters. I hope that all of you that have been here and have done this for a little while already get to that point to where you can see that you can do this even with table topics. And then you're going to see an evaluation tonight. You're going to give a speech, and then you're going to be evaluated. I remember when I was going to be my evaluator for the first time, I had to give an evaluation of the best speaker in a club. And I'm thinking, why do I want to do that? But I realized, because I talked to him afterwards, he says, you don't understand, David. Everybody in here, once you've been in Toastmasters for a while, you start to hear the same things over and over and over. Put your hands down. Take a breath. Don't talk as fast as David Lohman does. He talks way too fast. And you're going to hear the same things over and over and over. But when the new person comes in, the person who doesn't know how to give you that patented Toastmasters evaluation, they're going to say things from where? From their heart, through their brain, out their mouth, into your heart, and you, as a professional speaker, you're going to internalize it, and you're going to love that beginner for that evaluation. And you have to tell that beginner that beforehand, though. They have to understand how much you're going to appreciate them. And make sure that they understand it. When you're giving an evaluation, if you've never done it before, you can't fail this. Evaluations are only your opinion. So if I get up here and I give a speech and it didn't mean anything to you, tell me that. If you think that I needed to talk slower, tell me that. Because I've been hearing that for 29 years. That I need to talk slower. But you know what? I don't. And Am I still working on it? I don't know, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But you gotta remember, the evaluation, you can't fail an evaluation. You have to just get up there and tell them what your opinion is and what you think that they're doing, how you enjoyed it, maybe something that they can do to change it, make it a little bit better. That's how easy it is. But once you start learning to do that, now all of a sudden you're thinking. You're thinking during the speech. You're thinking about how to deliver a speech better, how to build this speech better, how to do the critical thinking that goes into listening to a speech better. Now you become more sophisticated, and now it's about not you, not the message, but about the people and helping people. And when you get to that point where it's all about helping the other people, now you know that you're starting to arrive. That's when you start becoming the mentor. That's when you go out and you help other people. And Toastmasters has helped me to become that person to where I get to go and help other people as often as possible, and you get to help other people as often as possible. I've had help from you, and you, and you, and you. A lot of people in this room have helped me. And that's what I love about Toastmasters. It's always there. So keep the message in front. Always speak from your heart. Let it come through your brain and out your mouth and into their hearts. And when they start to receive all the words that you have to give, and they tell you thank you, then you know, yeah, that's what I want to do. So the person who invited you here tonight, get with that person. Talk to them. Find out, how do I join this club? How do I start to improve my life? How do I become better? How do I become a Toastmaster? And one day you're going to hear me say, I'm David Lohman, and I'm a Toastmaster. And hopefully you will say, yeah, that's what I want to do.